What's up everybody, my name's Trey and welcome to another video. Now you've been working extremely hard at your job and you've been investing all the money you can into your retirement with the hopes that one day you can wake up whenever you want to wake up and not when the alarm clock goes off. But with this crazy crisis that's going on, the economy is basically upside down. The market is fluctuating and it's really destroying 401k accounts. So what should you do with your 401k? Should you sell everything away and run for the hills? Well, that would definitely be the wrong course of action to take. But if you don't understand how to manage your 401k account, your retirement might not be the beautiful skies and rainbows that it's supposed to be. And that's why in this video, I'll be going over everything that you should be doing when it comes to your 401k account. And I'll also be going over the important information that you need to understand when it comes to your 401k. So make sure you watch this video to the end. But before we actually jump into this video, if you are new to my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to get notified every time I post a video. And you're really going to have to do this because I am a smaller channel, so make sure you don't miss out on any of the great content that I got going on over here. And with that being said, let's jump into that intro, baby. Now, just so we are clear, a 401k is a company-sponsored retirement account, which employees can contribute some of their income to, and hopefully your company has a match program as well. So let's say, for instance, you work for a company that has a 4% match program. Basically what that means is you can put 4% of your income into this account, and your company will basically put the same amount of money into it as well. So for you, it's free money. Now you can definitely put in more than 4% of your income into this account, but anything over that 4% cap, the company won't match you on. Now, while in this account, your money will continue to grow until you reach retirement age, and then you can actually take that money out and use it for your retirement. Now, the first thing that I need you to understand about your 401k account is the fact that it looks a little bit differently right now. And that's because the government actually just passed a bill that allows people to take out up to $100,000 from their 401k account without having to pay the standard 10% penalty fee that you would normally have to pay if you take out money from your 401k account before the age of 59 and a half. But try not to get extremely excited, because this isn't just some amazing loophole that gives you free money that you never have to pay back. Because there are two pretty important stipulations when it comes to actually taking money out of your 401k account. The first is, well, you have to pay that money back. I mean, sure, you don't have to pay it back right away, but you have a 3-year window to actually pay that money back. And if you don't, you are hit with some pretty harsh fees. The second thing that you need to understand when it comes to taking money out of your 401k account is that, well, that money is taxed. So the US government definitely knew what they were doing when it came to allowing people the opportunity to take out money from their account. So you definitely have to weigh the pros and cons between taking that money out of your account and using it for your everyday life or keeping it invested for your retirement. However, this could be a really great opportunity if you're really struggling because of this crisis. Maybe you lost your job or the company you were working for went bankrupt. Instead of having to go out and take loans, maybe you can take out money from your 401k account and use that to keep yourself afloat until the economy turns itself around. But before we go any farther in this video, I want to make it extremely clear. I'm definitely not telling you to take out money from your 401k account. I'm just saying it might be a great option for people who are really struggling right now. And you really have to do a lot of due diligence when it comes to weighing pros and cons and looking at your actual financial situation if you need to take out money from your 401k account. Now, the second thing that I need you to understand about your 401k account is taxes. Yes, we're going to talk about the dreaded word that no one really likes to talk about, and the thing that some people are either running away from or trying not to pay. But the first thing we have to mention is the fact that I am a financial advisor. but I'm definitely not a tax attorney. So if you have specific questions about your financial situation in regards to how much taxes you should be paying, make sure you're getting in contact with a tax professional, because I am not, and let me repeat this, I am not one of those people. Now, how does this relate to your 401k account? Well, how a normal 401k account works, you get paid and then you invest that money into your 401k account, hopefully with a company match. And it is in this account where your money's going to grow tax-free, compound some interest, and hopefully when you retire or after the age of 59 and a half, you can take this money out and use it for your retirement. But in a standard 401k account, when you actually take this money out, you're going to have to pay taxes on it. The thought behind this concept is, well, hopefully when you're retired, you're going to be in a lower tax bracket than you were when you were working. So hopefully you have to pay less money if you put it in a traditional 401k account. But what if you have a Roth 401k account? How exactly does that work? Well, in this type of account, you're allowed to invest money that you've already been taxed on into your Roth 401k account. It'll then sit in this account, grow tax-free, compound some interest, and when you're actually at retirement or after the age of 59 and a half, you can then take this money out and not pay any taxes on it. Now, lately in the financial news, it has been speculated that tax rates are gonna go up. And that's because the US is taking on more debt than it ever has. So one really smart option for you would be to use a Roth 401k account if your company actually allows it. So you can make sure that you're putting money that is already been taxed into this account. So even if tax rates go up and you retire with a really high tax rate, you've already paid your taxes. So you can use this money without having to worry about paying more taxes on it or anything like that. Now, the third thing that I need you to understand about your 401k account is whether or not your company offers a match program. Especially during this crisis, it's going to be really important for you to know this information. And that's because with so many companies really struggling, a lot of them have decided to cut their 401k matching programs. And a lot of these same companies are saying that they're not going to reinstate them after this crisis is over. Now, if your company has cut their 401k matching program, you definitely should not stop investing in your 401k account. You simply need to decide where would be the best place to start investing your money at. You can do other retirement accounts that are in the market. You can invest in real estate. Maybe you have a business, so you want to invest more money there. I'm just saying you might want to look at different avenues to invest your money instead of your 401k plan, because there are a lot of different options that might yield you a better return. You also need to understand that when the stock market is down, a lot of people just decide to sell off their 401ks and all their investments. And that's exactly the opposite of what you should actually be doing. When the stock market is down, essentially stocks are just on discount. And you should start pumping more of your money into the market to really expand your portfolio. Now, there is no guarantee that while you're investing in the market, you're going to get a positive return, as a lot of people really do lose a lot of money. So you have to make sure that you do your due diligence and pick a financial professional who has your best interest in mind. If you need help or you want more information about investing, I'll leave my contact information below, so hopefully I can help you out. Now, you have to understand that your 401k is a very limited way to invest for your retirement, for the simple fact that you're not going to be able to pick exactly the type of portfolio that you want to have in your 401k. Not only that, but you can't actually move that money in terms of taking it out and using it for other reasons until you're 59 and a half, which is a really long time to wait. Not only that, but if you change jobs like so many Americans do, it's sometimes really hard to get into contact with the company that's actually in charge of your 401k plan if you want to move it or invest it in a different area. But the reason why so many people love their 401k plan is the fact that, well, a company match program can essentially give you free money that can help you retire sooner. But you also have to understand that you need to have other investments besides just your 401k plan. So make sure not only do you have your 401k, but you also have investments in the market. Maybe you have some mutual funds or some bonds that all can work together to make sure that you're going to retire with enough money to live with peace of mind. Now, the fourth thing that I need you to understand about your 401k program is the fact that you need to be looking at the fees that you're actually paying. And I know it sounds a little weird because a lot of people don't even know that they're paying fees to have a 401k plan. And if this is the first time that you're hearing this and you want to learn more about it, basically you just need to go online to your 401k account and look under the expense ratio. That's essentially the percentage of fees that you're paying every single year to the company that's actually managing your 401k. Let's say, for instance, the expense ratio on your 401k account is 2%. That means you would be paying 2% of all the assets in your 401k account every single year. So if you actually go and find this expense ratio and you see that it's extremely high, there are definitely some other options that you can take in order to lower this down. But before we get into those options, you need to understand that there's essentially two ways to have your 401k account managed. There's active management and there's passive management. Basically, active management means that there's an actual person managing your 401k account, picking what should be in it and everything like that. Passive management means that there's a computer running that manages your account based on some algorithm or some software that was installed on that computer. Now, the main difference between actively managed accounts and passively managed accounts are the fact that actively managed accounts usually have a lot higher of an expense ratio. And this is because you're supposed to be getting the cream of the crop of the financial advisors who are actually behind the scenes taking care of your account. But in most instances, passively managed accounts have, over the long run, have yielded the same rate of return. So if you're someone who doesn't have millions of dollars in your 401k account, you might want to look at a passively managed account in order to bring those fees down so that you have more money in the long run. The fifth thing that I need you to understand about your 401k account is called asset allocation. Basically what this is how's your portfolio being invested? In most instances, 401k accounts only invest in three areas of the market. The first being equities, which are stocks. The next one are bonds, which is debt. And the last one being cash. And if you don't know what that is, basically it's just the green stuff that you use to buy things. I mean, I'm sure you understand what cash is. Now, it's really important that you're checking on your asset allocation, especially as you age. And that's because the younger you are, the more risk you can take on because you have a longer time frame to make any lost money back when it comes to your retirement. But if you're somebody who's really close to retirement and you have a portfolio that's extremely aggressive, I mean, you might lose a substantial amount of your actual retirement that you might have been banking on to last for the rest of your life. So it's really important that either you or someone else is actively looking at your asset allocation or the portfolio in which you're actually invested in. Now, if you learned anything new in this video, make sure you hit that like button as it helps this video be shown to more people. And I'm just trying to get this great information out in the public. And if you are someone that's new to my channel, basically I make videos about how you can make money online or diversify your income. And I'll also be talking about financial news that I think is really important. So if that's something that interests you, make sure you hit the subscribe button and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.